Hi guys, Pikachu Hunter here, and today I am bringing you Raticate. It's time to eradicate. And starting off, we have 4 Rattatas from Breakpoint with a Dangerous Suspicion attack. Draw a card, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Great draw supporter, especially if you've got nothing, literally. It would just take you end up with having no hand at one point or another. Next up, we have Raticate Break. Oh, not Break, sorry, Raticate. Oh god, this is actually getting quite easy for me, folks, so don't worry about me mucking up more in the future, alright? Antibodies, these Pokemon cannot be affected by any special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting this Pokemon. Good god, I'm stumbling over myself today, ain't I? And Dirty Shot, the opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Discard all tool cards attached to that Pokemon. Great card, especially with the type of deck this is. It works really well with the deck, and you'll see how well, probably at a later date, when I have got someone to actually go up against with it. Because, like I said, I'm still waiting on the camera equipment, and it should be here within this week. I'm hoping. I'm ordering it tonight, so we'll see. Next up, we have Raticate Break from Breakpoint. With Super Fang, put damage cards on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. Great card. Honestly, absolutely amazing card. Works on EXs, cards that even stop normal damage. That will go straight through it. I mean, absolutely straight through it. No, it's because it's putting damage counts on instead of actually doing actual damage. But yeah, that's the Raticate line. Next, we have a 3-3 line of Spinarak and Ariados. I play 3 because 9 times out of 10, one definitely ends up getting prized and you end up being screwed if you knock out the Ariados. But Ariados, it's Poisonous Nest. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may use this ability. Both active Pokemon, except for Grass Pokemon, are now poisoned. That's where Raticate Antibodies ability would come in as its full form, as Raticate Break. Because with Break Evolution, obviously you keep all the previous attacks and abilities from the previous evolution. Antibodies would prevent Ariados from doing anything to it, pretty much. You would not get poisoned, asleep, or anything. Great deck, honestly. Especially if you are wanting to poison your opponent's Pokemon. But yeah, your opponent's Pokemon ends up poisoned, you don't. Especially if you've got Raticate out in the active. Next is Remoraid and Octillery. And the reason why I play Octillery instead of Shaman, Octillery has more advantage than Shaman. I have to say it does. Artillery you can do once per turn. With Shaman you have to keep placing, picking up, placing, picking up, placing, picking up, placing, picking up. Ugh, you get sick of it, honestly. And then Hug does 40 damage. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Oh, by the way, Hug and Impound are pretty much the same attack. Hug does 10 damage more, but for 1 energy more. Whereas Impound does 30 damage and only requires 2 energies, but they do the exact same thing. The defending Pokemon cannot retreat during your opponent's next turn. And obviously Remoraid has the Wild River, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and then Water Gun for 20. Not the best Pokemon, honestly, but if you have got Remoraid up in the active and you don't want him up in the active, great attack to use. Next is Virizion, with Bailout and Prize Account. Bailout does enables you to put 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. And Prize Account, if you have more prize cards left than your opponent, this attack does 80 more damage. So you're knocking out quite a few Pokemon with just Prize Account, really. Next we have 4 Ultra Balls from Ancient Origins. Search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Reveal it and put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. So this can get you like Octillery, Ariados, Raticate, or, you know, Rattata. All in all, it just basically gets your Pokemon out for you, basically. So say you need Octillery because you've already got Remoraid out, you get Octillery out with Level Ball. Say you need Ariados, you get Ariados out with it. And then obviously the other 2 can be used for Raticate or Rattata. Perfect cards, especially if you're drawing dead for Pokemon and you've only got Roam Raid up in the active. Next is a 4-4 line, 4-4, sorry, just a 4 line of, sorry guys, just give me a second to drop something, I think, yeah, a 4 line of Assault Vest. And Assault Vest, put any damage done to this Pokemon this card is attached to by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have any special energies attached to it, is reduced by 40. So basically, that's attached to Raticate Break, and your opponent has any DCs attached to them. Yeah, you're not stopping them dead, but you're taking a lot of damage off of them. A lot of damage done to taken off of it, basically. And then obviously Ultra Ball. I only play 2 because I don't like Ultra Ball because you're discarding 2 cards for 1. I think it's personally a rip-off, like most places these days, eh? But yeah, Ultra Ball, just to get out Pokemon as a desperation, you know, say you're not getting any level balls whatsoever and you just need a Pokemon. And Parallel City. Obviously Parallel City has 2 effects. The red effect prevents Grass, Fire and Water Pokemon. Well, not prevents, but Grass, Fire and Water Pokemon do 20 less damage. And the blue effect, you're only allowed up to 3 Pokemon on yours, or your opponent's only allowed 3 Pokemon to on his bench, and so on. But yeah, Parallel City, straightforward card, especially if you want to stop your opponent from filling up his bench too much. Next is a 1-1 line of Escape Rope, Super Rod, Float Stone, and Professor's Letter. Escape Rope is basically like a Lysander for both you and your opponent. Your opponent switches first, his choice obviously, and then you switch to counteract the Pokemon they put out. Great card, especially if they haven't noticed what you're planning. Super Rods, get any shuffle free in any combination of Pokemon and basic energies from your discard pile. So say you've got Raticate Break in your discard pile because you've had to use Ultra Ball to discard it, and you need the energies that's in the discard pile for Virizion. For example, you play that, you get them back, shuffle them back in. Floatstone, in case artillery is dragged out front and you need to retreat as a desperate act. But 9 times out of 10 you try and keep him out of the active. And then Professor's Letter, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them and put them into your hand. Remember, you can only play 1 basic energy per turn, unless you have something else called a Max Elixir, but we'll get on to that at a later date. Anyway, next up we have Town Map and Evosoda. Town Map, you flip your prize cards over, you get whatever prize card you want, basically, when you take out a Pokemon. So you knocked out the Pokemon, you're in desperate need of a Lysander, you pick up the Lysander. Straightforward card. And then Evosoda helps you get towards that that second turn Raticate break, and we'll explain that in a bit. Oh, excuse me. Apply 4 line of Professor Sycamore. I don't personally like Sycamore because you have to discard your hand, but say it's the last card in your hand, like so. You play that, you get a new hand, basically, and it's a great alternative to Birch. That's all I'm saying. I personally do not like the card. Next up, we have a 3 line of Winona to help get out any colours Pokemon. Because with Winona, you search your deck for up to 3 colours Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hands, shuffle your deck afterwards. Excuse me again. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So you're getting out Raticate Break, basically, this, you know, Rattata, 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 or Raticate, Rattata, Raticate Break, so on and so forth. Straightforward card. Next, we have 2 Lysanders, to get out any Shamans on the opponent's bench, artillery, anything that's a danger to you, basically, or, you know, for the fact that it's going to screw up your opponent, and you really want to tick them off. Great way, honestly. You use that quite a lot in these decks as well. Lysander is almost a crucial thing for decks these days. Next we have a 1-1 line of Wally, Teammates, Pokemon Fan Club, and Shauna. Wally goes towards your second turn Raticate Break, like I says. Say you Wally on your first turn, first turn of the entire game, you can evolve into Raticate, and yeah, basically Wally just gets your Raticate on the first turn. And then obviously second turn you can search, you can either search for your Eradicate break, but 9 times out of 10 you don't get both in your hand. But if you get both in your hand, great start, honestly. Next, teammates, you lose a Raticate break, you get 2 cards for it. Very straightforward. Yet again, they knock out if your opponent knocks out one of your Pokemon, you can search your deck for, say, Virizion as your backup in case you've got no Raticate breaks left, or Super Rod to shuffle that card back into your deck, and so on. Next is Pokemon Fan Club, where you search your deck up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So that's for getting out, say, Remoraid, or even Spinarak, or maybe even Virizion if you desperately need to use this for Virizion. You know, straightforward yet again. And then there's Shauna, who, say you don't want a Sycamore, say you want to just get 5 cards, and this is the way to get those 5 cards. You just play Shauna instead of Sycamore, you get your 5 cards, you can burn that hand away again, and then artillery, pretty much. You get basically 10 cards for your turn. That's how that works. Next is a 4-line of Double Colorless Energy. You attach that to Raticate Break. You can attack on your second turn, basically. I mean, straight out attack. It's very devastating, Raticate Break is, especially with DCE in the deck. You can honestly destroy your opponent with just DCEs. But yeah, DCE, you attach it to Raticate Break, you attack, obviously you Poisonous Nest them first, and so on. And then there's 4 basic energies. 2 water, 2 grass. 2 grass for Virizion, 2 water in case you need to use artillery at any point, and so on. But normally I do just as a backup for in case all your DCs are prized. Very rarely that happens, but yeah. And that, folks, is my Raticate's time to eradicate deck. I hope you subscribe. As you can see, the camera's not shaking about as much this time because I've actually went out and got a tripod for it at the moment. But like I said, I'm ordering my new camera equipment tonight and hopefully have it by Monday evening or even Tuesday tops. Alright? So I will see you next time. Pikachu Hunter out.